welcome to our presentation. My name is Amy.
I'm Tonya.
And we are
Seekers Paranormal.
So, did you say, what's that?
Oh, what's that?
So today we wanted to do a presentation on a bit about who we are, introduce ourselves to the industry, and we have a different approach than many paranormal investigators out there, and we kind of wanted to show our style, our take, and share a bit of our history on how we became the feel-good paranormal investigators.
Right. Yeah, it was a bit of a journey.
It's been a journey, and it continues to journey. It's been quite the journey.
Journeying on up in this house.
We're on a journey, and we're in the house.
Yes.
Kind of started a lot of it.
That's true.
Actually.
Yeah.
We are right here. Yeah. So let's get into that a little bit. So we have been paranormal investigating for about 5 years now. We actually met while doing wellness events. Yeah. So we have
nothing to do with paranormal whatsoever.
Nothing to do with
Wasn't
paranormal.
on our radar, so to speak.
So Tonya grew up in a haunted house.
Yeah.
And haunted houses her whole life.
Yeah.
And she's still living in one right now.
Very much so.
So she's very, very familiar with...
Yeah, like it's my normal.
That's
my day.
Day-to-day haunted life. It's just the way you grew up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the way like the last 30 years of my life has been. Like it's just my normal. That's why people are talking about being freaked out about, well, how can you go into haunted house? How can you go into haunted jails or houses or whatever? And it's like, dude, I live in a haunted house every day, so it's not a big deal, right?
Yes. And so for me, I came into the paranormal world. My background, I had experiences when I was younger. We always thought I had anxiety growing up. My mom kind of put it together after I had an experience with kind of channeling, connecting with someone on the other side about a decade ago. And she put it together that the shaking that I would do when
Thinking you had anxiety.
Thinking I had anxiety. She put it together thinking, I think you've been actually connecting with spirits this whole time. She kind of put it together about a decade ago, but it wasn't until I met Tonya after doing our events that I really started to dig in and learn, the gifts that I had when it comes to this and starting coming to the paranormal world and exploring it. So I'm very new, minus having a couple of paranormal experiences when I was younger, just a very few that kind of got brushed to the side. Everything had emerged from me 5 years ago when we met.
Yeah, because so what happened was we were doing a wellness event and we rented a Airbnb. We didn't know it was haunted. And so we're doing this wellness event. The night comes to an end. People go home. We're picking our bedrooms out. And there was one room none of us wanted to go in. So that all of a sudden started this whole thing about paranormal because we were like, why don't we go to, I get bad vibes, I just happen to have dowsing rods. Pulled them out
of her purse. These dowsing rods, I'd never seen a dowsing rod in my life. Yeah. And I'm just staring at them spinning. I'm like, what are those?
Yeah, your eyes are like this, but you're like, what are those? What's happening? Yeah. And so, next thing you know, we're clearing these spirits out because there was a couple other ladies with us that, they're into this world as well. And so that literally sparked the last 5 years of our lives.
Mm-hmm. Because the first night we didn't document it. And we thought, wow, this crazy stuff this happened. No one will believe us. Yeah. We could tell anybody the story, but no one would believe it because it was pretty insane. And then the next event that we went to, we rented another haunted Airbnb, not knowing it was haunted, but we went with the intentions, maybe it is, we'll see what happens. Yeah. And lo and behold, it was, and things happened. But then we started video recording what we were doing, and we posted on our social media, and it was starting to get attention. People started noticing what was happening when we'd go out. So we started trying to, make content around it.
Be more purposeful about filming paranormal, picking her paranormal locations
and
right?
things like that. We started to become more purposeful and more curious and excited and just wanted...
And obsessed. Let's be honest. We're obsessed with this world. We can't stop. We've tried. We can't stop. We are obsessed. Stop. We live, breathe, eat this.
Yes. So we have been doing this for 5 years now, and we decided, we came upon the Feel Good Paranormal Investigation, I guess the Feel Good Paranormal Investigators tag was given to us from some of our viewers on YouTube that was watching our videos. They actually started calling us that, and we adopted the name. We thought we'd keep it because when we investigate, we're not really out there to look for necessarily the jump scares and the clickbait, the clicks and likes. We want people to watch our stories, but we have a different purpose when we're out doing what we do. Much like paranormal investigators, we want to find the evidence. We want the evidence. Yeah. But the thing is when we started 4 or 5 years ago and we started putting our content out there, we thought we had to be a certain image. We thought we had to do the jump scares. We thought we had to do
be very serious
and crazy. And so we found that when we were doing that, we weren't feeling like ourselves and we weren't really resonating so much. And we felt like we weren't being authentic to our journey, trying to make
things... we were putting on a costume or something. Like, it just felt like this is what, the images of paranormal investigators. And so we were trying to fit into that mold. Mm-hmm. And it felt really false for a long time. So we took a bit of a break to reassess. And then when we started, we just said, when we reemerged, it's just like, we love to laugh and we are constantly goofing around, constantly cracking up. And that's just who we are. Like, that's just who we are. So why try to pretend to be something we're not? It feels false. And so we just said, we are going to be exactly who we are, and we are going to be raw and just show everyone, what we do and how we work.
This is what you get when you're with us in person, and when you see us on screen, we are the exact same. We're not putting anything on. And what we love to do is we film everything from our iPhones. Yep. And
a Samsung. I have a Samsung.
She has a Samsung. I have an iPhone. From our cell phones. So we film everything on our cell phones. And the only editing is just making it flow to show you the story. Yeah. But we don't alter anything. Everything is what we find. And we notice that when we are together, and because, we have friends and we go hunt with other people too, for fun, because we love it and our friends love it too. But it's when we're together, craziness happens. We get crazy amounts of evidence when it's insanity. We have to drop so much stuff out of our videos because we can't fit it all into the videos. Yeah. There's so much stuff. But what we notice is that we've started noticing actually that we really have been connecting with a lot of people's loved ones, which is really interesting. So
like the owners of the locations, like their loved ones, people that are investigating with us, their loved ones, and we're connecting with them through our gifts, but also through our equipment. So there's been different experiences where people have actually heard the voices of their loved ones come through. Yeah. Which is very powerful, really.
It's very powerful. So we're learning that we might have a different journey, a different purpose than maybe what we thought when we first started. That it was exciting and new and fun, and we wanted to learn and just keep learning and breathing and growing in paranormal world. But we're learning as we're going along that there's more things that are happening, and it's all feel good for us because we don't want to chase demons. We're not demon hunters. I don't like saying the name. We don't like that. We know they're out there. We're not ignorant to that. We know that dark things are out there.
But we're not saying there's anything wrong with that.
No, absolutely not.
It just doesn't make us particularly feel well, and just feels heavy. And
well, we connect with spirits on a deep level.
We channel
them. We connect with them. We communicate with them. And so when there's things that aren't very good, it doesn't make us feel good at all. And we would leave investigations if we encountered things in the past. We would feel sick and tired and drained
and take days
and it didn't feel good. We didn't feel good after our investigations. And so now the way we approach it, one, feel good meaning we have a great time because we're always laughing and going on and having fun. You'll see in the videos how much fun we have. That's just us being us. But also we feel good at the end of an investigation or an event that we host because we haven't we don't really go looking for the demonic stuff. We're trying to find the good people that want to share their stories.
We want to hear stories. That's the big thing, right? I want to hear the spirit stories. I want to understand why they're still lingering. We want, what's keeping you here? Why haven't you moved on? Want to hear, stories that they haven't had an opportunity to share. For me, that's really interesting. Like that's for us, like we really find that really fascinating when we connect with like someone's loved one and they have a message. That's really, that can be life-changing, honestly. And so that's really the direction that we are honoring our journey as to where we're being shown to go on our path, and that's really what's been happening. And it's been really cool.
It's been really cool. And we noticed that when we started to put out our videos, a lot of people would ask us if they could come along with us. And so that's where the events kind of grew from there. Is we love, you know, showing people, bringing people. A lot of people that are first-time paranormal investigators come to our events and they love it and they come back for more. And so we started doing events because we had a demand of people asking us to take them along with
And we
us.
come from that world of hosting events and, you know, groups and stuff like that. So like that's very easy for us. So combining those two things has been actually really fulfilling.
Yeah. So our backgrounds, you know, lent us to kind of grow in this direction. So here's a little bit about, to give you an essence, when we talk about the Feel Good Investigators, you know, feel good, we talk to good spirits, we feel good, we have fun. Here's a little bit of a showcase about who we are.
Yeah. And so just to share, we take the work of paranormal very, very seriously. We do. But everything around it, the drive there, the in-between stuff, not so serious.
We're clowns. It's clown town.
It's clown town.
It's good. It's fun. It's having
feel
fun.
good.
So enjoy the clips. Hello and welcome back, you guys. We are Soul Seekers Paranormal. Tonya and Tara and Jill and Jay and Amy. Welcome everybody to Soul Seekers. No? Soul Seekers. Protect me, sister, for I have sinned. She's protecting me with the oils. Anoint me, my sister.
It is.
Anoint me.
The Holy of Holies.
She's anointing me. Thank you, Spirit.
We got hot Jesus protecting us.
Oh,
It's fine.
my homeboy. Ooh,
He is a hot Jesus.
ah, she's hot.
Yeah.
Come closer.
Come close. Oh,
Closer.
down,
sorry, I
down to
farted.
7?
I farted. I'm so hard. It was me.
Oh, I smell sulfur. It's a demon. Oh no, it's just you. It's just your butt.
No one would even notice.
Oh, I noticed.
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm close.
She's standing beside me.
Soul Seekers Paranormal.
Oh my God. I'm knee deep. We have Sarah trying to communicate with you. We figured maybe you might be connected with her.
I just want to.
You just want to what?
Shit.
Did it say shit? Did it just say shit?
Kick. Shit and kick.
She just goes, I just wanna, and it said shit. What? I've never heard a box swear before. Alice is a potty mouth. She's my kind of girl.
All right, this is one of our favorites. This place, the first time we came, which is the clips you're going to see, we swore we would never go back because we were so scared. We were like questioning, why are we here? What are we doing to ourselves? But we just can't stay away
I have never felt this way in a location.
for years.
I haven't yet. I feel like it was the way we felt there. Everywhere you go, every corner you turn, there was nowhere that felt safe. So this is at the Dorchester Jail in New Brunswick. It's now an Airbnb. It was an old jail. And the story of the Bannister brothers, they were the last double hanging. They were hanged back to back. They were two young boys that were hanged for murder in that jail. And we were going to try to connect with them, the families, other things that are in there. And it was really heavy. It was
a lot.
It was a lot. And
It was a lot.
we have multiple videos up with the Dorchester Jail, and we keep going back for more.
coming.
There's more
Everything's
coming. There's more
And we
coming.
can't stay away.
we can't stay away. But now we're getting to know at least Daniel. He's communicating with us. One of the boys has been communicating with us every time we go back. And even Tonya, they're like, "Hey, is that Tonya?" Like they're recognizing Tonya. Is that Tonya?
On the ghost box, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're starting to connect with this location and get to know them, and so it's been really fun.
Relationships with the spirits.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you're an investigator, you get exactly what we're saying by that. You do build relationships with them.
Yeah. So this is just this is one of our very first most haunted, most terrifying for us experiences. So we just want to share this because, I mean, we may still run a scream this day. I'm the most scaredy cat ghost hunter ever. I'm always in the middle. I run away from everything.
She has to be the center of the Oreo cookies.
I'm the most scaredy cattest ghost hunter ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just wanted to show you this fun clip because this is way back to one of our original kind of, locations.
So basically, it was running and screaming. It was one of those locations that no matter if you look this way, you felt like something was there. If you look this way, something was there. Something was behind you. Something was in front of you. So it was like they surrounded you.
Yeah.
And it was just running and screaming
constantly.
And the clip at the end of this part is the next morning with we call it our haunted candle. It's not an actual paranormal equipment. It is just a candle.
It was a given to me as a gift. It was a gift from me from one of those Secret Santa things where people exchange gifts. And the candle, it was just a gift. And the candle itself has a white setting. There's no other settings on it. It's just a white light up candle, has a white LED light, nothing else. And first of all, the candle is dead. Like dead.
And like we've had it for 5 years.
We've had it for 5 years. It's a dead candle. We haven't replaced the batteries. It's dead.
Yeah.
And it's white. But for some reason the next morning and during the night, during the investigation, it would turn on, but it would turn on red.
Yeah.
There's no red setting. And it's dead. So you'll see at the end of the clip what happens with this candle. It was just bananas. I was beside myself. I didn't even know what to do with it. Check it out. They're creepy.
I also feel like
What? Okay, we're in the light.
Seriously, heard a shuffle.
Oh my god. Okay, seriously, we were just taking some photos in the jail and on death row. And while Jill was in the cell, Tonya and I heard banging in the walls. Like there's a room that's closed right now. Like she has the door closed. It's like the where they would go. Like it was solitary.
Yeah,
it was solitary. They would have. There was nothing in there but just like a blank
storage or something.
Yeah. Anyways, that we heard banging coming from there, and we took off, and we left Jill in the cell. Sorry, Jill.
Sorry, Jill.
But also while we were taking photos, these two also felt someone touching the back of their head. I didn't feel that.
I don't know if I felt so much touch. I had pain.
You had pain. I felt
so Jill had pain.
This.
Okay, so they're feeling stuff
in the back of my neck.
Oh, okay. We're gonna
pain though. It was like it was like this.
Oh, stop that.
It was like this, like just feet touching.
Oh, gross. Okay. Well, you could see when I set the candle out, it was white. Because when we set it, you'll see if you rewind back, you'll see when I set the candle and the cap all out, everything was white.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh my gosh, it's red. So
And then we discovered that's not even the haunted candle that we use.
the candle's white. There's no red setting in this candle.
And that candle's never went red before.
And this isn't the one that always goes red. It's always this one.
That just didn't turn on. Just didn't turn on.
It was
just said that's dead. And I said, watch it go back on.
And it's turning red. And I literally, it was dead. I was just gonna show you guys that it's dead.
Just had another intrusive thought.
What do I do with that?
I'm glad that you're recording it.
There's no red setting on the candle.
And you just turned it on.
I just turned it on and it wouldn't. I said, "Oh, it's dead. I'm going to show them that the candle's dead and that one's white."
And then it turned on right now.
Jill,
What?
you need to see what just happened.
It doesn't matter.
The candle was dead. I picked it up and it turned red.
There's still shit gonna happen.
Look, this candle. I was going to show that this candle is white. As it normally is.
Yeah.
This one was full on dead 2 seconds ago. I was just gonna show it's dead, but it went on in my hand.
Just went
It's going back on again. It's going back off. Okay.
But we have to be okay with noises because that's literally why we're here.
Intervention time.
I know.
We literally ran.
We were running a lot.
We keep running and screaming. Like, we can't do that. Like, this is like, we have to be brave. This is probably one of the toughest places I've been in.
Yeah.
We've been in a lot of places, and this one's really hard.
So maybe we can have a buddy system with the stairs where we can kind of like take turns of the
Nope.
person.
Well, you guys can switch. I'm in the middle. I'm the tiniest. I need to be protected.
All right, so we have we've taken our investigating on the road, and we went to a few notorious, I guess you could say, haunted locations in the U.S. And one of them was the Lizzie Borden murder house, and we joined a group investigation. And it was quite packed. The house isn't that big, and you could just investigate the basement and the main floor. And this was towards the end of the night. It was very busy. There was a lot of people in there, so it was really hard to actually sink into the investigation because it was just too crowded.
Yeah.
So the clip you're going to see is at the end of the night when a lot of people had started to clear out. And Amy was sitting on the couch, the actual couch that Andrew Borden had been murdered. They kept the couch, they cleaned it up, and it's still in the house. And she was sitting on this this couch, and she started to
Enter in the cat.
sorry. So she was sitting on the couch, and your hand really started to shake. So when Amy channels spirit, she allows them in her physical energy. So she started to channel, and what you'll see here is really, really fascinating because she was able to automatic write and use the spirits were using your energy to actually write out.
So you'll see at the very end, take note, there's a piece of paper. We show the actual piece of paper that I was writing. You'll see me writing in the clip. It's very scribbly because the energy is so
Like
erratic, and it's hard to get it to write cleanly. But you'll see we have up and down the sheet is his name, Andrew. There was some yeses and nos because we asked some yes and no questions. There was a sad. He said he was sad. So there's all kinds of clues. We have the full video on YouTube that you'll be able to see the whole thing, but this is just a clip to show you when we say channeling. That's one version of channeling, how I'm shaking. The anxiety that my mom, we thought we had when I was a kid, the shaking, this is what it actually is.
Looks
now
like,
this is what it looks like. And you'll see me shaking and my hand shaking. So just take a look at the end and look at the paper, and you'll be able to pick out some of the words that came through. Yeah.
Are you ready? After 100 meters, you have reached your destination. It is on your right.
Perfect, and I'm on the right, so that's perfect.
You have reached your destination. 36 2nd Street. It is on your right.
Lizzie Borden house, there it is.
Well,
Lizzie Borden house, we're here.
here, so I don't see why
It looks like the energy of our heads.
I'm feeling very breathless, like I almost can't even catch my breath.
Okay.
What is it doing?
Oh, well, that looks just like legs.
It's
It looks
bent
like
over.
it's bent over. I was just going to say.
Okay, my knees are starting to shake.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening.
What's happening?
That's a sign. Okay, so Andrew, if you were here,
something is definitely with you.
Something's going on.
Yes. So as long as
And it doesn't really have a head.
you mean me no harm, you can use my body if you need to communicate. I'm here. Do you have something you want to share? As long as you mean no harm. There we go. Okay, yes, you're fine. You're fine.
See how
He's like settling.
No, it's gonna go. It's gonna. I can feel it coming in and out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
you
fine.
can see it coming in and out.
Yeah. Here it comes again. Here's coming again. Okay. Oh, do I have a pencil? I didn't bring my pencil with me. Oh, this wants me to write.
Does anybody have a pencil?
I need a pencil. Do you have a pencil and a pen?
I want pencil,
wants me to
pen,
write.
paper, anything.
Oh, it's in my hand. It wants me
Yeah,
to
that's the
write.
side it's on.
It's
It's like over in that
It's
door.
pointing to the kitchen. It's pointing to the kitchen again.
Can you? Is it a 2? I don't know. I can't, like, it literally, it's so much, I can't even, like, make it say. Okay, focus. Can you focus? Can you draw a picture or your name or write a word? Can you please?
Or a letter
A
even.
letter.
Can you write a letter to your name?
Can you write it?
Oh, is that a signature?
Like a signature.
So this next clip, we went to the Hillsborough Cemetery. It's called Gray's Island Cemetery. And there's a story of the White Lady. It's a white statue that was built by a man. The woman was murdered, and the husband was so upset and sad and tormented about her death that he built a statue in her memory, and he would stay at the base of the statue all day, every day. And then eventually he passed away at the base of the statue.
Yeah.
And since then, people that visit the graveyard and they go visit the statue, there's a folklore that we wanted to explore. And they say if you go backwards blindfolded 3 times around the statue and then you look up at her face, that she will either cry tears or blood, or you'll hear someone scream. You
Or
can
she'll
touch
touch
on
your
the
shoulder.
shoulders. You could touch, there's all kinds of things. So we decided that we would try this folklore and see what happened. So I went around it once and I actually kind of went statuesque, and tears were profusely crying out of my eyes. They weren't mine, but they were just, my eyes started watering, which was
Like
interesting.
froze, kind of like you were
I
super stiff.
Yes, I
That
froze.
was during the day.
It was in the daytime, and I froze and just pouring out of my eyes.
Yeah.
And then our other friend Jessica, she froze and saw some images. She was given messages from, the lady. And then Tonya did it, and she froze. Do you want to explain what they're going to see?
Yeah.
You might want to put disclaimer here, like let them know what
Yeah.
they see.
So, she basically, I don't even know how to describe it. For me, it was a different experience than what everyone witnessing had.
Yeah.
For myself, I just got completely enveloped in this beautiful white light and felt quite calm and peaceful. The only thing I actually could see other than this white light was looked like a chalk line of a body. And that's all I could see before these girls pulled me out, because what was happening to me from their point of view, and what you'll see in this clip, was I froze and I stopped breathing.
Yes, you can hear, if you listen to the clip, you can hear her breathing out, but she never once breathes back in. And so in my head, I started to panic because I was thinking, she's not breathing in. Like, she's going to stop breathing. There's no breath left, because she just kept going. And you can hear it going out, and her eyes roll back in her head. And but to her, she was fine. But to us on the outside, she was not fine. And I wanted it to stop, because I was worried about her. So we always take care of each other. And so I just wanted to pull her out.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, quite honestly.
Probably for the best.
It was very intense. It was, when we do trance mediumship, when it's to that extent, what happened at Lizzie Borden House with Amy and what happens in this clip with me at Hillsborough, is it's like very physical. So it does take a toll on you. And yeah, as you'll probably see in this clip, it can be quite intense.
It can be intense. Check out Tonya doing something crazy.
So
Is this our last one? Yeah. And we'll go in front. Okay. And I'm behind you.
oh, instantly.
Is the lighting okay, Aim?
Be careful.
Be careful. Be careful.
Is Tonya frozen? What's happening? Is she stiff? Are you?
It says nurse.
Says Tonya, are you okay? Uh-oh.
All right. Okay. I got you. Yeah.
What's happening? Her eyes are flickering.
Should we bring her back?
Bring her back.
You okay? All right.
She's not okay.
Come back.
It said
Come
nurse,
back.
right? When it
Come
said
back.
that, it said
Nurse.
nurse.
Okay. Ready? Come back.
Tanya, please come back.
Come back.
Tanya.
Come back.
Tanya. Tanya. Tanya, release.
Release.
Break cords. Break the
There you
cords
go.
from her.
Yep.
Break it. What's happening?
Okay.
Can she breathe?
Yeah. She's coming back.
Oh, Tanya.
There you go.
Break it. Please release from Tanya, please. Do not hurt Tanya, please. We do not have permission. You need to go. Release.
There, yeah.
Shit.
See, she's strong, isn't she?
She showed me a body on the ground, but I don't know whose.
As soon as her eyes flickered on the back of her head.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, come
And it
around.
said, the thing said nurse right at the time. Like she was in,
That's not good.
you were like that was. Wait till you see that. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I'm staying right here for a minute, though.
All I have to say is thank God you were just because
It just said good, so you're good now. So we wanted to show you a little bit about the evidence that we get because we get so much good stuff. It's crazy.
It's good. So good.
So good. So we wanted to show you just a few of our favorite clips that we have. Every day.
It's hard to pick, right?
It's hard to pick because we keep getting more. As like we do this all the time, and we just keep getting more and more since we've made these clips. More has been happening, but that's besides the point. You can subscribe to our YouTube.
You could do that
if you want to see them, or follow us on our socials, or TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We continue to collect so much good evidence. So we want to share with you a couple of clips here. One is at the Halifax Club. We did a private investigation for a podcast team that reached out to us, and they said, will you take us on our very first private investigation? So they want to podcast about it and then go on the investigation and have the whole experience. So we were like, yeah, let's do it. So we took them to the Halifax Club. It's a well-known old building, used to be a gentleman's club back in the day. And we got so much.
And there's tunnels. There's a big story about that. There's tunnels that would lead from the waterfront into the bottom of the Halifax Club that they would actually sneak prostitutes in and alcohol. So there's a lot of stories you can imagine about what went down there. And so we jumped at the chance to investigate this because it's kind of an iconic location in our area. And it did not disappoint. Let's just put it that way.
So we have, you'll see in the clips, the dead bell. This is
Love the dead bell.
We love Dead Bell. We have that, and you'll see numerous times we bring Dead Bell out. In the Halifax Club clip, it was going off. We weren't even in the room.
Yeah,
We were totally out. We set it up. We left, and it starts.
Sorry, try that again.
We set it up in the other room. We left, and then we just start hearing it going off. There was nothing in the room because it was in a whole other room, and it starts just going bananas. So we started.
So you have to listen in this clip very closely. You'll see us come into this room, and you can hear the dead bell going off in the background very faintly.
Yes. So it was going off on its own. We go to talk to it. It's saying all kinds of words that relate to the location. It even says hi to Tonya, clear as day. Hi, Tonya. It was amazing.
Since I'm a prostitute, there's one thing. Yeah,
You're a
was that
prostitute? Did you say since I'm a prostitute?
I was say I'm a prostitute.
You just said since I'm a prostitute.
I
swear you said it. Rewind, zip, zip, zip. You said
Since I'm a prostitute. It's great.
But it said all those things. So it was all alluding to all the history of that location. Yeah. And one really cool one with the dead bell we love was, and the SLS. We have an SLS, camera.
Like the real one.
The real one.
Big, heavy.
It's heavy to work, but we love it. We're obsessed with it. So we were at the Kings County Museum, and the dead bell kept going off. So we put the SLS on it to see if we could capture what was ringing the bell. And you can see the stick figure standing in front of the bell. And
which is so amazing to have the two different, you can hear the dead bell going off. Yeah. And that's exciting. But when you can map what the dead bell, what's touching.
Yeah.
Like what's touching the dead bell to go, that's different.
It was
completely
next level. So we asked it to ding the bell, and then you see the hand reach up and ding it. And then we said, will you ding it twice? Like, if you can hear us, will you ding it twice? And he goes, ding, ding, clear as day. It was so good. That was really fun. And another fun thing that happened, you're going to see at the Kings County Museum, is a Chucky doll got flown across the room. It was just a doll that was in there for props, in the props room. Yeah. And we had left the room. Tonya had a group of people up there. This was
during an event.
During an event that we had. They were all leaving the room, and as they were leaving, the doll was in this.
They hear a big crash.
They heard a crash.
Hear them screaming.
Yes, it was thrown across the room because it was originally in this coffin that was on the side of the wall. And when they went to look at what the sound was, they noticed the Chucky doll was in the corner of the room, upside down, underneath the mannequin that had fallen on top of it. Someone had chucked it so hard that it just knocked everything off the wall.
Like,
and it was
probably 8 feet.
Oh,
it chucked it from the middle of the room to the corner
all the way
of the
over,
room,
and nobody was in the room.
It was.
So you'll see the clip is the aftermath of that, because we didn't catch it on camera. No one had cameras set up because they didn't.
We were doing an event.
We were just doing an event. We didn't even expect anything to happen. We were just having fun with people, and we didn't really expect so much craziness to happen.
Like that.
Epic. So you're going to see a little bit of the aftermath of the shock of what was happening. And what else do we have on there? Do we have
Henley House?
Oh, the Henley House. So you're going to see a little bit of the Henley House as well. The Henley House was an amazing. Yeah. This was the kind of the triggering what we noticed at the beginning of the feel good part. Not necessarily just having fun and feeling good, but actually connecting with people's loved ones. This was a breakthrough episode for us, a breakthrough investigation for us.
Yeah.
We ended up we thought we were connecting with the Henley family. That's
which we did.
We did
connect quite a bit with them, but there was this one part that wasn't quite adding up, and I'm sure if you're investigating, you'll understand what I'm talking about. We're just kind of like, something's just not right here, it's not quite making sense. But we kept continually connecting with this one spirit that we weren't sure, it wasn't adding up that it was a Henley.
Right.
And a Henley family member group, because it was a family home that's been converted into a pub and restaurant. Mm-hmm. And the reason we went there was waitresses and friends had told us, you gotta go check this Henley house out. So what ended up happening was the new owner's son, who had passed 2 years ago. And this is completely caught in the moment when wasn't even us who figured, it wasn't really us, it was the people who we were investigating with that were connected to the family and to the Henley house.
They put it together. Enjoy this series of clips that's going to show you our epic evidence and give you an idea of our feel good.
Investigating!
Yeah. So we're gonna put Dead Bell on the safe because Tonya right away earlier had goosebumps. She was feeling this like crazy.
And all the hairs on my hands, my arms
just
right
stood up. So we're just gonna stick dead belt on it, and we're gonna leave it, and we're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's going off over
That
there.
shouldn't be going off anymore.
Hello. So he's getting our attention.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta stand so we're not triggering.
This bell's just going off by itself. On the safe.
It's like,
Okay, so we're gonna ask. Okay, or gonna come around this side of it. Okay, hi. Can we have your attention? We see you. Can you stop ringing the bell for a second, please? If you want to talk with us, can you stop ringing the bell?
I know it's really cool, but we can't communicate.
Okay, can you please slow down? Good job, thank you. Thank you. We're gonna ask you to stop, and then can you please stop ringing the bell?
Just for a moment, just for a second while we...
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is there some?
Oh. Can we get a name?
I know it didn't say that, but it sounded like I'm arrested. Someday.
The party down here, you want to dance? It was dancing earlier. Yeah?
Hi, Tonya. Did you hear that? That was Claire's day. Did you not hear that?
I heard that.
Recognize me. I've been around here a lot.
This is somebody outside of the Henley family. Green for yes, red for no.
Ooh. Is it Dave?
Oh, who's Dave?
It is, right?
Green for yes. I never even thought about
Who's
it.
Dave?
Was it you in the brewery that I saw that day?
Green for yes, red for no. I don't know I don't know what to do with that.
So
Who's Dave and what brewery? What's happening?
Okay. Chastity said you and I would be friends. Do you agree?
Oh my god.
Who's Dave? Who's Dave?
Dave is Meryl's son.
That passed away. So I felt him here a lot, and Meryl's not here, so I can say
I was just gonna say I don't think we should tell Meryl.
No, but I felt him here a ton. And I saw somebody in the brewery the one day, and I described him, and Chastity said it was Tim. So it wasn't him. It was you.
Dave, was that you? Green for yes, red for no. Oh my god.
I described him to a T. I said he's big, bushily beard, dark hair. She goes, it was Tim. I said it wasn't Tim. I know it
No,
wasn't
but that's
Tim.
what Dave looked like.
Yeah.
The two of them were two little peas in a pod. Oh, look.
Okay, I knew. We're good.
I never in a million years would have come up with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's who we've been talking to for most
Yeah,
of the night.
Dave?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I do. Not all of it, but a
A
large.
lot? What can I do to help you? Who do you need me to connect with? Is it Becky? Is it Becky? Your mom?
So it's like you could.
He's trying
Pretty much.
Yeah. The emergency or something emerge. The emerge.
Becky
takes away all the noise.
got the emergency with him,
Oh,
right?
oh my gosh.
Did we not see the emergency EMS right in front of us when we came here? And I said that's a bad sign.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
You coded.
Yeah, that's what it sounded
I
said.
coded.
I know.
Does that mean something?
Yes, I know.
Oh my god, I have goosebumps. He just said I coded.
What do you want me to tell her?
Well, he's touching the bell. He's.
Wow.
And then you can see them on.
You touched the bell again?
Can you ring the bell again?
Oh.
What are you doing?
Doesn't look like a regular.
It doesn't look like it's really.
He just put his hand up. If that bell dings in 2 seconds, he has his hand up to the bell. Yep. Are you gonna ding the bell?
Touch the bell.
Can you ding it twice instead of just once?
If that goes, I'm gonna lose my damn mind because he's touching it right now.
Come on, you can do it. You stand his energy. Oh!
One more time.
You could see.
There you go.
But you can see his hand doing
His
it.
hand moving it.
Yeah, the Chucky doll
Yes.
flew across the room.
You have a Chucky doll?
Upstairs.
What?
That's where we were talking to
I hope they're video recording this.
That's where we were talking to David.
We're talking to David. Okay, you guys, we are talking to a kid named David, and Tonya just came down and said she's talking to a kid named David upstairs. So we're both talking to a kid named David. What are the chances? We're totally separate from in the building. We're separated.
Okay, so my little group, I left some of them in the room talking to supposedly David.
Yeah.
But my little group, we're not getting nothing, so I think we should either go here or
You can come down here, go with
Okay,
them. So a Chucky doll just flew across the room. But come down. David's talking to us down here.
David's talking to us up there.
So is it one David?
I don't know. But this is exciting.
David is a common name.
Are you a different David?
This is exciting. So I get.
It's behind the.
There's no way. There's no way that could have happened any other way.
No one. You guys didn't do anything.
No, I'm dead serious. No, I just walked out of here.
Aggression, stand.
Okay.
What? Is that what it said?
All got thrown across the room before we left. It was in that box.
The Chucky doll.
And the Chucky doll got thrown over here when we were leaving the room. When we were in
It was in the coffin, and now it's over behind the.
Why was it in the coffin?
It wasn't in here when we first came, but when we came in to investigate, the Chucky doll was standing in the
right
coffin.
in front of the coffin.
And then I was like, mad.
Why are you mad?
Because we were leaving.
Yeah, it's second. See.
And then we went to leave. He was the last one out. All of a sudden, it just this big bang, and we all turned around, and the Chucky doll is now over here.
In the coffin.
Was there anybody else in here? So everyone was out. I was standing right here, and Keith was right by this. He was the last one coming out. And then we all heard the noise.
I heard that.
Yeah, because I was over here.
The flashlight over, and the legs had slid down.
And the Chucky doll
that was over there is over there.
But the Chucky doll wasn't in there when we first came.
What is that?
No, it was over there.
Exactly. When we came back to investigate the room, it was there. But when
We've been
we
here
were
for
first
20
here, it
minutes
wasn't
or
there.
so. They were in the room, and then they went back into the room, and then the Chucky doll was in the coffin, and then they were about to leave the room, and then the Chucky doll flew across the room and hit like one of the mannequins, and then
My light. That's why you heard them scream. I thought like you would have heard them scream.
Oh, we heard them. I heard them scream.
Yeah, that's why they screamed.
So we hope you enjoyed all of these clips that we've shared. And so the next kind of little tidbit here is just kind of showing you, that a bit of our events, like these are our little posters that we make up. We have 3 different types of events that we do. We do group investigations where we bring a group of people in and we investigate.
It's usually about a 3 to 4 hour event.
We do the investigation in the location. The second type of event that we do is we do one called Food and Spirits. Food and Spirits is our signature.
Well, we've been doing Food and Spirits before we were doing the events Food and Spirits because we've been to lots of haunted restaurants and had lots of food spirits. Mm-hmm. It just seemed natural. Why not make it an offering? Like, why not do that?
And something that we always do after we investigate, we always eat gostros or nachos, and we debrief during our eating of the nachos. Yeah. So we're talking about spirits while we're eating food. And so we just kind of naturally came up with this Food and Spirits style event. So
plus we launched our own branded beer.
We have
Blueberry
beer. It's a blueberry flavored ale.
Branded beer. So it's a blueberry ale.
Mm-hmm. And so, spirits. So we have this, naturally, it kind of made sense. We partnered with Great Roads Brewery and we came up with this blueberry ale. And so we bring these with the events, like the licensed restaurants will have these during the events, which is kind of fun for those who are legal age, can enjoy our spirit while eating food and having spirits. So the Food and Spirits events is we have a meal and then we investigate that location, and if that location isn't investigatable, we usually pick a location nearby that we can eat and then go investigate. Yeah. So
it makes for a really fun evening. It makes for a really unique experience,
Absolutely. It's a great night. It's about 5 or 6 hour experience. Yeah. People have a great time, fill their bellies, go have some fun, investigate.
Create some memories.
And have memories. And then the last type of event that we have is a paranormal retreat or like an overnight experience. So we pick places such as Dorchester Jail, Liscombe Lodge, and people can, we have an event where we sleep over in the haunted location. It's an overnight experience. And so those are the types of events that we do, and we absolutely love them. And our big goal is that people may hire us internationally. Yeah. And, if they want us to host events outside of our hometown, we are open to travel.
We certainly are.
So just throwing that out there. You don't ask, you don't get, right?
That's right.
So we love doing our events. A lot of these are hosted in our hometown of Nova Scotia or our province.
And it's not just us. It's not just us, you watching us investigate. Like, we have kits for everybody where they get their own EMF reader, their own spirit or cat ball, and they really get to immerse themselves with our guidance, and they get to use the actual
play with all the things. We have so much equipment.
All of the things.
This is a fraction.
This is like a baby amount of this. Wait, I need this one.
We have we have SLS. We've got literally pendulums, dowsing rods. Yeah. We have so much equipment, and we let everybody experience it and play with it. And so we have a really we invest a lot into our events. Yeah. And so right now in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick right now, and we go across Canada, hopefully US and international. Yes, please. So Seekers Paranormal. So anyways, it's a great fun. We love to do it, and we put our videos up on YouTube for you to enjoy, and our social media as well. So just check us out at soulseekersparanormal.com if you ever want to.
YouTube, TikTok, Insta, Facebook. We're all over the place.
So thank you guys for watching our presentation. We hope you felt good after watching this.
Bye.
Bye.